Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know. Who that? Who that? Man, that's my guy, SAKI. SAKI, welcome in, man. What are you doing here, man, on the channel? Welcome in. Let's hear it, man. Say a couple of words of wisdom, as always, man. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, man.
Man, I almost want to turn my webcam on. You're making me blush too much.
Oh,
like, I want to go like this.
Man,
you know I'm married, right?
Man, we're Sage when we need him, man. Man, you and Sage, man, no luck, no luck. But welcome in, man. Saki's my guy. Guys, if you guys been living under a rock, like I always say, get out from the bottom of that damn rock and go sub to my guy Saki, man. Subscribe right there. Ring that bell. Click the all. Stay tuned to the fresh off the press content. Look at that. Cards that should be in Bonanza. The man is speculating.
You guys are really going to want to watch that video, by the way.
You see?
The reception's been amazing on it.
There it is. 1K already. Look at that. Look at that. The guy. Look right there. Right there. Well, let me see. 30-minute video. Pushing the content. Look at that. 1K after 1K after 1K. You know what I mean? Look at that. 2K right here. Guys, I'm telling you, come over here. Swing by Saki. Link in the description down below. Show some love. One click and that's it, man. Get yourself over there so you can get that Saki wisdom over there on the daily, it seems like, guys. So you guys already know. Before we touch base on a couple of cards that Saki selected himself, today we're going to be talking about mainly Rage of the Abyss is the latest and greatest core set. The core set that everyone is talking about right now. Jay, Heart of the Blue Eye, Saki, Mimigo, new support, Dominus Impulse, dominating the meta, and then Deception with the sinful spoils, Asamina, and fuwalos. We're going to talk about it all here with Saki on the channel. So before we do that, Saki selected a couple of lost art cards that he wanted you guys to keep in mind. Saki said, and you'll hear it from him himself, that no one's talking about these cards. These cards came out, they're lost art. People forget about it. When they forget, we remember. Saki is reminding you guys about the importance of not just lost art promotion cards, but specifically 3 that he wants you guys to keep on your radar. So let's start with the first one, Gimmick Puppet, a Dreary Doll. Let's hear it, Saki. What do you have to say about this?
So the first thing I have to say for you guys is, since TCG Player is the biggest place to buy cards, I mean, for any card game, essentially, I don't know what other website sells more cards than TCG Player. I'm not saying that because I'm just sponsored by them, but they are very slow at adding lost arts. I mean, I think we've had the ones that we're about to show for like weeks on end now. If not, I think we've had this for actually like 2 months. And it finally just got added today. I know because I've been checking every second day because I have my personal copies.
That's crazy.
And the copies I picked up. And I was like, okay, they'll add them on TCG Player soon. I check every 2-3 days. They're still not there. They literally, I would have had them in my own Market Watch today, but they weren't up. I know because I checked yesterday. So for some weird reason, when we're about to record, I'm just like, you know what? Let me just check it tonight so I don't check it tomorrow. And bam, they're finally up here.
About time. And look at that. Look at those little listings, Saki. What's going on? Look at that. Like,
yeah, and with lost arts, one thing I want to tell you guys is that if you do know how to sell cards and you get these lost arts, the best time to sell them is like day 1 TCG Player, because they're very expensive. Like, this is a lost art that I can easily see being around $3 to $5, not 12. So if you have this and you get rid of it, hey, good job, you made some money. But lost arts are really good to pick up when they've been on like sale on TCG Player and online for like a while, so you can get them very, very low here. That's what I say about a lot of these lost arts. In fact, I might do a lost art market watch for my channel members really soon.
Nice, guys. You want to swing by the channel, man, and click that join. He might do an exclusive lost art, exclusive market watch for them, guys. Because like Saki said, I see this card, I like it. I don't like gimmick. I mean, I don't care about gimmick puppets and all that. I like the card. I see the artwork. I'm like, that's fire. I ain't paying no 12 bones right here. We'll let the supply come in. Like Saki said, it just literally got listed. But again, these are good cards to keep in mind because like Saki said, no one's looking at these. You want to come in, not just yet, let the supply come in. Like he said, 3 to 5s, most likely. You want to snipe this one up. And he mentioned 2 more right here. He has Ultimate Offering. It says 750s, but again, barely any listings here. I personally want this card as well. I have one But I want to at least get a playset sealed, and then get a playset for me as well, because I really love the art. It sucks that we don't have the picture here, but what do you have to say about ultimate offering right here as well at around $5? What do you have to say?
So
look at that.
I
Look
actually
at that.
have one of the ultimate
Look
offerings
at
here.
that.
I know you guys can't see it well.
Right, but
I
hey,
apologize.
no,
Personally,
beautiful.
I actually dislike the new artwork more than the OG. I'd rather have the OG.
Same here, man. I want these. What do you think about these? Ultimate F5s listed here. Ultimate offering here. 750s. What do you think about these two?
So I think that with Ultimate Offering, a lot of people have wanted this off the ban list for a while, including me. This card's just too slow, and it's just not as good anymore. It's been like that for years, and now that they're giving us the Lost Art, I think the big question to ask about this card is, can it come off the ban list? I mean, Konami doesn't like printing banned cards usually, so it's something I'm considering.
I mean, great take, like you said. Excuse me, guys.
I think it could.
I mean, we love speculation. You know what I mean? Like, no one knows like me, even if it comes on the ban list or not. I have the take of Edison, because I think people use this in Edison, if I'm not mistaken. It's a broken card. I think the deck, what do you call it? Gadgets, I think. If I'm not mistaken, they use this. I mean, the card is broken back then in Time Wizard format, so I really like this card, and I love the artwork. I have one. I need to, so yeah, those are a couple of cards that SAKI wanted to highlight. So now we have Rage of the Abyss, SAKI. The latest core set just came out, fresh off the press, just like the channel. Everyone's cracking open boxes, cases. SAKI, like always, getting a case at a deal, cracking them open. You know, everyone looking for fuwalos, the latest and greatest, you know, meta relevant cards. So boxes at 75s, crashing downs from 82s. They used to be 70s. So what do you think about these boxes? Of course, you probably get them at a deal at way cheaper prices, but for the regular, the average Joe, they come here $75 for a box of the latest core set. What do you think about these the prices for these boxes, Saki?
That is good. The set is fantastic. It has a good, even though it is top heavy, I don't want to sit here and sell you guys a bridge that does not exist. It is more top heavy. When you get a case, it will distribute out a lot better. That's how my case went, because the big problem with Rage of the Abyss right now is that you got to pull fuwalos or Impulse. And what I have noticed in my cases, and then I looked a bit more, and I've noticed this on other people's boxes too, you're gonna get boxes where you're gonna get fuwalos and Impulse. You could still get Impulse and not fuwalos, and vice versa. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I've seen this trend where if there's like, let's say you pull fuwalos. By the way, I'm sorry if my pronunciation on this card is incorrect. My lips are kind of dry. But if you pull this card, there is a good chance your next secret is Impulse.
That's crazy.
It's just a trend and if that is the case, it's even more, it feels like even more top heavy. I would definitely go and try to get the singles. Granted, you have Deception that you could pull, that's good. You have Fire King Ulcanix, which is a very underrated card. I actually think that is the card you want to look at, as well as Heart of the Blue Eyes for Exodia. If we can click Heart of the Blue Eyes very quickly, I'd like to see what those are.
Let me see. We were going to talk about it here, but let's just pull it up here real quick. We have Heart of the Blue Eyes at officially entering essentially the single digi range right here. Single digi range, as we can see. What do you think about that?
I mean, they're about $10 here. I told people that to not get rid of these at 5-6, and if they are single digits, go ahead and grab them, you know, around 7, 8, right? I really want the Exodia deck, and this might just be copium, guys. And look, sometimes we be huffing a little bit of that galaxy gas. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. we do not do that. But I really want Exodia to be a good deck. It has the potential. It can dodge a lot of things. It's definitely a deck that could sneak top 32 under people's noses. And it does have Blue Eyes on it. Fun fact, I thought this was a card for Blue Eyes first, not the Exodia.
Yeah, same here. Like the first time I saw it, same here. But yeah, I mean,
typical Yugioh player,
I mean, you know, par for the course. I mean, hey, with this card, we saw it and beautiful artwork. But yeah, Blue Eyes. I mean, not Blue Eyes, Exodia, topping top 32 recently in a massive event. So a lot of hype around this card. So yeah, so again, fuwalos. This is the talk of the town, Saki. Everyone, they went 150s and then 125s, and then they spiked back up, and now they're going back down. A lot of volatility from Mo Charming fuwalos right now. It is the card to get of the meta. Everyone needs a playset if they want to compete at high-tier Yu-Gi-Oh events. It just came out in the latest core set. So what do you recommend, Saki, for this card? Look at that. Card came out. you know, we talked about it at pre-sales at 175, saying, guys, 125s was the play. We came all the way down. And right now, I mean, these are, you know, some random sellers here. Let me just clean this up, janitor style. Right here, let's clean it up. Right there. Let's see. So right now we're essentially at 130s. Couple of deals here. Quickly goes towards the mid-30s here, 130s. 4 pages only, 39 listings. So we're at a standstill. What do you think? What do you think, Saki? Are the walls going to push this down to 125s? Or most likely we go back up to 150s based on the demand and on the hype? What do you think about this one?
Honestly, I'm really hoping that this card mostly goes down to like 110.
Okay.
Like 105. I don't think it's going to go to 100, but like 105, 110, up to 120. I talked about this card, and the big problem is that it's the next new staple you need a playset of. We've seen this with cards like Phantasma when they came out. And we were back, remember, this was during Master Rule 4, where, you know, cards had to be summoned in certain areas. That was like 100 to 115. SP Little Knight was a card that ranged from 90 to 140 constantly. At least you only need one of, but a lot of players tended to get 2 copies.
Right.
There were decks that wanted 2 copies as well. And then, so for Fuwalos, I did see around 100-ish. Absolutely. I thought 140 was bad, and then we saw them drop down to 115, and I was like, okay, here's the play. It's better, right? And then it went from like 115, where it was like 110 for like a bit, back up to 145, and I was like, nah, it can't.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. This card has a lot of volatility. It just goes to show, you know, the supply and demand battle. Just a lot of people need play sets, man, literally.
The worst part is you're not getting 3 in a case. I think that's the big problem.
Right.
Yugioh now is
right.
if I get a case, there should be a chance I get a play set of a secret.
I feel you.
It's not going to happen. It's like really unfortunate.
Yeah, just based on
up my
ratios.
Case, I only got 2.
Exactly.
I wanted 3 Dominus Perch. I technically ended up getting 3 because my third was the QC.
Oh, yeah, we're going to touch base on that. Not just the card, but on the QC. Because look at this one, the QC. People here paying out here, look at that, 400, man. People were paid 500 pre-sales. What do you think about the QC SR version of this card at $400? You see a lot of one-ups. Play sets still around there. And it goes to 410 and beyond. You already mentioned the regular Seeker. How about the QC SR? What do you think about it at a G2? A G2 to get a playset of this right now. Let's hear it, man. Let's hear it.
So, believe it or not, if you are thinking about buying this at 400, I actually would probably recommend getting the other Milk Charmer QC instead. Can you bring that up really quickly?
Of course. Yeah. Let's look it up, man. No one's looking at this one, so great take.
Yeah. Because people I want to run because they want to have coverage for their max Cs, right? So a lot of people are running 3 of this and 3 of the other one. The QCs of this are 140, and I feel like you are better off, especially with 16 listings there, spending 420, right, pre-tax on a set of these, right? Yeah, about 420, 430, 435, rather than get just one of Fuwalos at 400. I think it's just a better, because you also have a set, so it matches lower listings. So guess what? It goes up more quickly. So if you want to get rid of these, they'll be a lot higher. And I definitely feel like people are I'm not going to say sleeping, because people know this card's good, but I think people don't understand that a lot of players, they're going to want to make sure they have their max CS cards. So they'd rather run 6, even though Fuwalos is better to have. They'd rather run 6, 3 Paralia, and again, it depends also on what deck you're playing against. Paralia is better depending on what strategy, but Fuwalos covers more. But a lot of players I've seen that are running these cards in top 32, they're just opting to run 3 and 3. And I think that's probably the play, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's a great take. I mean, some people are siding it, depending on the matchup, just like Saki said, and then others are main decking it as well, just to try and stay level-headed and have more responses to whatever their opponent has, because, okay, for Fuwalos, but if you don't pull that one in your opening hand, maybe you pull this one and you can still at least make a couple of interruptions. So that's definitely a great take. And yeah, 400, I mean, people were paying 500 down already, $100. I wouldn't be surprised to see this at 350s. Again, just maybe $1,000 for a play set, because right now you have to pay a premium. It is high up there, but again, you want the shiny cardboard, you're gonna have to skip on that rent money. Hey, rent money mode charmers out here. You guys already know we have Dominus Impulse, guys, a card that is taking over the meta. V-shape recovering, people were buying them at 80s essentially, went all the way down to $37, and then V-shape.
Actually, they went to 30. They were at 30. Listen,
30s.
I was like having
there
a
we go.
meltdown.
Look at that, 30s down all the way down there. V-shape recovering to 60s. Insane. The volatility with some of these cards inside these boxes, just craziness in the markets here. Again, 60 bones right now, 24 listings. So again, you're gonna have to pay over 250 plus tax. I'm sorry, 240 plus tag, around 250, 55 probably to get a play set of these right now. You do see the walls here. So what do you think, Saki?
Wait. You mean? Hold on. You would be paying 180.
What? Really? Damn.
60 times 3.
Nah, man, I was talking about 4 copies. What you talking about? Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Hey, you need one to trade, you know? Nah,
I mean, to be fair, what? Is locals going to deck check you? Nah, run 4 copies.
Yo, love it, man. You got me, yo. Awesome. Hey, Dominus Impulse, Saki, what do you think about this one, man? 60 bones. Does it go down to 50, 40s? Or does it go up to 75s? What do you think?
I told people this was the card to get. When it was at 30s, I was like, let everyone else be dumb, pick up this card. First of all, it's basically the other one, but the problem is you're not activating a card in the game right now, right? The last time I think Wind was good was Wind Barrier Statue. I'm being dead serious.
Flunderies,
yeah. Earth, which, okay, at least Earth's an attribute, and then Light, obviously, right?
Yeah, right.
There are decks where you will be able to run this free of charge, right? And that's something people don't understand. It is an amazing card.
Yeah.
Definitely something you'd be wanting to get. And it's just fantastic. If you got these at 30, great job. Because I talked about this card at 36 and then 30. I had 2 market watchers to cover this and say, yo, y'all need to get this.
Here we go.
And then
that's the evidence. Then it spiked up, man. Look, Dominus Impulse again. Like some people were saying in the Discord, you know, they were like, you just need to then set it going first. If you know you don't want these restrictions and all this stuff, just set it going first. You go first, you side this in. I saw people, you know, a lot of top cut decks having this in the side. They go first. They set this. It's live. They have imperms. They have this. They have, you know, more charmies. It's crazy now. All the different cards, all the different staples now, you know, with this new set. Yeah, then we have the QCSR, the one that you pulled, Saki. What do you think about this one? V-shape recovering as well. People were paying 180s, says 130s, probably went a little bit lower. Now straight V-shape recovering here. Look at that. We cleaned this up, Saki. Right here.
I told myself right there. If they drop to 100, I'd rather finish the set than get rid of my copy.
Look at that. 9 listings, Saki. Single-digit listings, pushing essentially 2 hundos a pop, 1 page only. What do you think about this QCSR version, V-shape recovery? Should people wait for a retracement, maybe back down to 175s, or you think this bumps up to 250 due to the demand?
Man, people want sets of these cards. And if it's at 200, I mean, everybody's chilling on it, right? Does anyone even have like 3 copies on that? No, nobody even has 3 copies. No one. Honestly, if you want this card, it's better just to wait. But this card could either go up or down. It needs to keep getting results, though, because I still think people are a little hesitant on this card, but it's fantastic.
All right, there we go with the QCSR. Then we move on to Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Again, card relevant when one of the best decks, many people consider the best deck right now, at least until Malice and Ryzio come out in that next format. So for Rage of the Abyss format, a lot of people expect Snake Eyes to continue to dominate, at least not maybe get the dub, because Fire King got it, you know, recently, but they were the most heavily represented in the top cut, you know, in the recent YCS in Niagara. So again, Secret Rare came out. People were paying 75 bones pre-sales. Now it's dumping down, guys. This card is crashing down. Let's clean this up here real quick. Janitor's down. We can see right here that the card is pushing 40s, man. It's pushing 40s, is already sub 50s with Walls of China right here, 4 pages. So again, people that need it are starting to get it. Then people that pull it, like if I pull it in a box, I'm like, let me get my 40 to 45 bones. You know what I mean? That sell pressure is coming in. So what do you think about Deception? Could this go into the 30s soon? Or you think it continues V-shape recovering up to 50s? What do you think about this one, Saki?
Honestly, I think it'll probably go to 30s only because at the end of the day, people don't want to play Snake Eye, as well as a lot of people are going to be opening this set up to get either their impulses or their Molcharis. They're not really looking toward Deception, right? Exactly. Once enough players get their copies of this, because right, you're only going to be playing this basically in, you know, your Snake Eyes, Fire King, you know, stuff like that. But it's not going to be. It could go back up in the future with Azami, which is what I think. But I think it'll hit 30s before it goes up again. I don't think it's going to go up right now, but it can go up later with the new Azami support and when we get those cards. As well.
Of course. So Wasaki's saying this card still has potential, but at the same time, in the short term, I mean, what I look at,
I want to get it right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like he's maybe $100 for a playset. Wait until it hit 30s, 33s plus, with tax, maybe slap 100 on the table, maybe. But I think ahead. I think that Malice and Ryzio are coming, in like a month and a half, 2 months max, and it changes everything. Like, what do you think people playing Snake are? They going to want the best deck. They're going to shift decks. It's going to be a new format, a new day in the Yu-Gi-Oh meta. And I don't think this card will continue to be relevant once we start having, those new decks come in. Those, this card could get power crept easily. So again, long term, I don't see this retaining too much value. And in the short term, like Saki said, if I need it, patience wins this game. $100 for a playset. That's what I'd be waiting for. But again, it's too early. We'll see how this one pans out. Now, a card that Saki said, Fire King Courtier Okanix. He said that this card is being underrated, essentially undervalued right now in the sense that it just topped a YCS of over 800 players. It was the best deck, guys, as we can see here. And this card, people were paying $38 pre-sale prices, essentially 40 bones. Crazy. Now it went down to 17, 18s, but really the 15s, guys, here. And so we're still in the teens. We're below 20 bones for pop. You can get essentially a playset for 50 bones. What do you think about this one, Saki?
So scroll a little bit down. I want to see the lowest it sold for. Scroll a little up. Yeah, so the low sale, you see $9. I saw these around 8 to 10, I thought, in one of my market watches, and I said, yeah, don't sell this card. This is not a card to underestimate. This really does help Fire Kings. When I read this card, I was like, okay. It's like they gave them what they needed. I think it's going to be really good because Fire King is definitely a deck that Konami's not going to hit Fire Kings because they know that's not a way to hit Snake Eye at all, right? So it's a very safe kind of archetype to learn. This helps a lot with it, as well as what it searches. It searches a Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast from your deck to your hand, besides itself, which is really good. So it does help searching. So when you want to play Fire King with some of these other archetypes that may come out, because this makes Fire King more splashable. It doesn't make the engine broken, but it really does help put the pieces together.
Right.
When you do, it can have synergy with the search effect for other decks, and that's what I'm really looking at right now. If they made this a tuner, it would have been man.
Oh, you imagine? Man, but yeah, you mean it adds consistency to a deck archetype that, hey, people forget.
It's a waifu.
Oh, wait, yeah, I won't lie. Good. I won't lie. This artwork, it looks nice.
She's got the ripped skinny jeans too. Like,
man, hey, I had to leave it at that. Hey, look at this card, man. All I gotta say, Saki, is that people forget that people used to play Fire Kings back in the day. So again, you have a new card for a deck archetype or a deck core that has gotten results recently, even before, because Fire Kings was a deck that was topping before, Snake Eye took over fully, pure version and the meta changed, and now it's back. So again, a lot of love for this deck archetype and this card with the potential to hit 20s once again and even 25s. Guys, Saki has been preaching in this market watch. Amazing, great takes. The evidence is right there. You don't have to go too far. One click right there. Link in the description down below right there. Click, man. Come over here. Subscribe. One click gets you in. Check out these amazing videos. Guys, fresh off the press, just like his channel. You want to swing by, show some love. Man, great market watches. If you're ready to watch me, hey, if you watch one video, you can watch a second because we all addicted to the brown. You guys already know. Saki, you addicted to the brown, bro?
That sounds so wrong. But yeah, sure. I'm addicted to the brown.
You gotta love it, man. You see? Go sub, man. Go sub right now. Guys, don't forget, if you need something from Whatnot, look at that. What we're talking about, go get $15 off. Link in the description down below as well. Look at that, fresh off the press right now. You need an impulse? Right there. Playset available. $15 off. Go take advantage of that damn deal right now. And tins, if you want some Tim cards fresh off the press right here again, $15 off any of these 10 cards. Take advantage of that. And then Saki's favorite card. Look at that. His boy Thornton, man. Billy Bob, if you want one, swing by. Show some love. You won't you won't be upset with your purchase. And then we're doing a giveaway, guys. We're doing a giveaway. We're giving away a couple of these QCSRs right here, guys. So swing by the Discord. Linktree, link in the description down below. Come over here. Shout out to Sage. That's my guy. We should be collabing soon, man. Running that Discord on point. Run Saki's Discord, my Discord. What's that, Saki? Go sub to Sage and go participate in our Discord giveaway right there. Fresh off the press. Right here's the link tree. One click gets you in. Come over here, man. Do what you got to do. And guys, none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Right there, one click gets you in. And I'd appreciate it, guys. Thank you. So
also,
again,
why do you have 575 notifications, dog?
Hey, I mean, you know what I mean? Popularity. Nah, I never just checking, man.
You know, if you click that bell button, that all goes away.
No, I know. So I'm gonna leave it right there because I know it's bothering you, man. I'm that guy, man.
Trying to hit 1,000. Guys, can y'all comment down below so he can hit 1,000 so he can finally click it?
Let's get it, man. Let's make it happen. What do you think about Mimigos, Saki? A lot of hype around Mimigos. A lot of hype. Look at that.
Also, check out my Marco watch after you're done with this one.
Yes, right there.
Mimigo's a good deck.
Yes. What do you think?
Good. I think the problem is that decks aren't good enough anymore. It's kind of a big issue. I think the best way to play Mimigo, my opinion, is play it with Kashtira.
Oh.
Kashtira is still a great deck, right? Kashtira can realistically beat everything. Cashier doesn't really have a hard matchup, I would personally say. That's like relevant right now. It doesn't have a hard matchup. So I feel like playing it with Mimigol, I mean, you have to remember your Mimigol plays. We saw Mimigol pre-Rage of the Abyss put up a really good fight in like the top tables of CS against full power Snake Eyes. This is when they had 3 Ash, they had 3 Poplar, right? And imagine if that, but instead you actually summon Unicorn and you're able to take out the Promethean Princess out of your opponent's extra deck. Right? That's really good.
That sounds spicy.
Really damn good. Like you could put yourself up against, you could really put yourself in such a good position with Mimigol, and you can play around things, which is something I really like. The new support is pretty good. It definitely helps the deck, especially the new XYZs, but yeah, I would personally I would definitely take time to learn Mimigol. I think it could be a very, very rewarding deck. The problem with Yu-Gi-Oh right now is that we keep getting these decks where like, okay, look, here's the best deck in the room, and it's not like, I don't know, 10% better than the second one.
Right.
It's more closer to 40.
Right. Yeah,
maybe even 50 if you want to consider it. And that's like the big problem.
Yeah, you feel like it's an overhaul, like it's just too much. And again, I mean, these cards, a lot of people were hyped. You know, they really like the new deck archetype Mimigos and the way it works, the way it functions. Like Saki said, it's good to combine engines, you know, with this deck. And again, I mean, what do you think about this though, Saki? People were paying $35 for a $7 card. They were paying 20 bones for a $1 card, bro. $1.67. They were paying 20, slapping a $20 bill for a card.
Bill and Bobbin.
Let's
go,
what I mean? Man. Let's go. Thornton, man. Where's Thornton, man? Look at that. Your boy right here, man. They're Billy Bobbin out here, man. Yo, I loved it. I loved it.
Man. I'm sorry, but like TCG pre-sales will never like cease to amaze me. The one funny thing though is fuwalos was cheaper on TCG Player than it was on Gamer's Choice at one point.
That is crazy.
And
crazy.
It really was. I actually highlighted. I'm like,
insane.
guys, I don't ever go over TCG Player pre-sales, but something crazy happened.
That's just crazy, man. That's insane. And look at Lacrima. Same deal. Lacrima, the Crimson Tears from Rage of the Abyss, a beautiful secret. I won't lie. I look at this card. That artwork is fire. Fire, straight fire.
Legs, dude. Look at the legs.
Man, she on it, man. Look at it. I know Saki has like a 909 already, man. Look at that. This card, bro. Look, people were paying. No.
I'm gonna be honest.
No. Whoa. Hey, look at that, Saki. People were paying 60 bones. 60 bones for $3. Man.
$4. Dude, it's real. Yo, he's out. Could you guys imagine if he just walked away for like 10 minutes and we couldn't go to the next card? So we're just sitting at this right here.
Saki,
no, but the funniest...
3 bones, man. 3 bones.
$4. Let's call it $4.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. That's my bad. $4. Billy Bob Thornton was paying $60 and he was happy. He was like, yo, I'm going to get the card in the mail in a couple of days, suckers. You know, I bought it first than you. Saki, what do you think about that? Why is this card $4 and it was 60s? What happened? What happened?
So here's the thing with the Fiendsmith engine that people don't understand is it's in a way so well optimized that it unironically hurts their secondary market prices. And I want to explain that just like a little bit here. This card is very good, but the problem is, and this is what I told people, this card's not going to be worth a lot. I said I think I could see it at 6 to 8, right? Because it can't be as bad as Wreck Will. I really wanted to think, but I saw it really low. And a lot of my people in my live chat when I was opening up my case said, this is going to be 10 to 12. Back, it was around $20, $25 back then. And I said the reason was because you need to see how many copies they play. If they only play one copy, how is this card going to be above $20? Realistically.
Here we go. And look at now. We have 7s at 4s right here. Hey, if I see these at 3s, place up for $10, I'll buy. Card is beautiful already.
Yeah,
man.
Honestly,
I mean,
can we look at the QC real quick? It's going to bother me. I want to see what the QC
Sure,
is.
let's take a look here real quick. Look at that. Quarter century right there. $75. People were paying $230s, man. I need to get out of here, bro.
I said
people were paying
this card, if you see it at 100, it would be
man.
good. And I was wrong because it dipped even further. I said I think people will pay 100 for these, or 110, 120. If 100 is fine to get. Luckily, I did say, and I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Luckily, I did say, if you got these at 100, go buy them all up. Good thing I didn't say something like that. But I said this is fine to buy at 100.
Saki, people were paying $230, bro. I need to move on. Look at the Asamina cards. Look at that. Asamina, they're broken, Omni negates, and they do this, and they're illusions, and we need them. And this is 11 cents, and people were paying $5 for an 11-cent card, man. This card is free. If you see it, you can literally ask for it. If you see it in a binder, you could be like, yo, bro, can I get this card for free? Yo, I got you, bro.
They probably will. Like,
look, free,
unironic.
I got you, bro. Ultra rare from the set. Oh, wait, is this a super? Let me see. Okay, this is a super rare. Even better. Look at that. Super rare, trash. Bo, take it. Freemium, free 99. Take it off my hands. You be doing me a favor. Right now, people were paying $5. Look at the Ultra. Yeah. The Ultra, here, Murcielago. Look at that. People were paying $20 for a $1 card.
People were paying speaking a different language. That's how bad the prices were.
Saki, why am I looking this? I don't even know anymore. I have nowhere else to see. I mean, people were paying $20 for a $1 card. For a $1 card. They were giving people a $20 bill for a $1 card, bro. And we're not talking like months and months ago and like so many. We're talking about like early, like essentially what? Today's is like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. People were paying 20 bones for a $1 card just 2 weeks. Patience wins this game. What, Saki? Just take over, man. What's going on, man? Tell me, please.
Honestly, don't you guys hate when it gets like too hot and your back gets itchy? Anyway, I love how Fresh was looking to the side, by the way. Yeah. It was kind of like a bad car accident where he wanted to look away, but he just couldn't. You know, that's how I would describe that Asamina cards that Fresh off the press. AKJ, my boy. Yeah, dollars. Again, just if you want to build a deck, do not just. A lot of players do this. I've noticed for Yu-Gi-Oh only, where instead of looking up the deck list, they just start getting the cards because they want them, which is like, okay, I don't blame you. These are fucking quarters.
Saki. People were paying 18 bones for a quarter card. And there's not just one. You could get almost a Noro 9 at quarters for a 20. And we're talking about like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks, man. I'm not even talking about like a month ago, 2 months ago, where you're like, damn, Jay, I mean, I needed it. I needed to play. No, I mean, I just can't. Quarters, bro. Quarters. That's too much, man. Insane, guys. Patience wins this game. But if you bought it up there, you best be getting that value from your card, man. That is just crazy. We have Ultimate Dragon of Pride and Soul, man. There's one kid that he reaches out through Instagram. He's like, Jay, I'm picking up one of each. He's been picking these up since, like, because they come one, like, every core set for the last couple of sets. He showed me a picture of his binder. They look nice. And this one?
This one looks really cool.
This one looks nice.
This is the first QC I pulled out of my case.
Wow. This one for 50. I mean, people were paying 150, so it's down 3x. Not bad. You know, maybe hit 50s, 40s. I like it even more, but this card is beautiful. Wow, look at that card. That
love
looks
that
nice.
map, too. That's a cool map.
Look at that.
That's Rurouni Kenshin, I think.
Yeah, look, hey.
We don't talk about the author though.
Hey, look at that. If you have this if you're a collector, you can't skip on this one. This one looks very, very nice at around 50 bones. Is a really nice collector's piece. We have Abyss Shrine, the Atlantean Spirit. You have something to say about the sneak peek version of this card that is now 3 bones. It continues going down like a falling knife right here. So what do you have to say about new mermail support in 2024 from Rage of the Abyss?
So I know we're getting more support for mermails, I believe, in the next set.
And Supreme Darkness, yeah, I think so,
one
yeah.
of the two.
Right.
And it's pretty good. The funny thing about this card, if you guys did not know, they have like, I think, a new equip card that's like a common. And they switched this card with it. Yeah, right there. And by the way, I have this on video, but TCG Butter had this as the secret rare. I'm like, man, I know this is the worst one to pull. And I'm like, good, I didn't pull any of this. When in reality, I pulled 3 of them. Because it wasn't, they had the wrong scan. This
I like the artwork, though. This artwork looks nice. I like the artwork for this card, even though it's a common, but, you know.
It's basic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a mermail player, so you guys would know more than me. But,
yeah,
then we have this, the Ultra Rare. What do you think about this Ultra Rare at $150? You were paying 7s, now we're $1 and some change. Do you think people should be picking up their mermail, Abyss cards, Atlanteans, getting ready for Supreme Darkness?
Mermail is something you're going to want to learn, even if you don't want to play it. People are looking at this deck, and people do want to play it. I think Bonanza is going to give us a little more access to some of these mermail cards as well. At least I'm really hoping.
Right.
Because they can give us support for the deck and hat at the same time.
Nice.
Reprints,
nice.
I should say.
They should.
Because there's a lot of mermail cards that were only printed in Abyss Rising as solo prints, and they never got reprinted.
So what do you think about Primite Lordly Load? What do you think about Primite? I want to pick up these cards just because. Why not? But what do you think? I mean, Supreme Darkness probably brings more support for this new deck archetype. What do you think at 2 bones? Secret Rare. Love the artwork. I mean, we have Primite Imperial Dragon and Load. What do you think? Normal cards, normal monsters.
I want to have hope for it, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. They're not in a good space right now. We know how TCG treats their exclusives, right?
Yeah.
You gotta, and people are gonna be like, well, what about Metagoal? Okay, I don't know. I guess they just got lucky, right?
No, but it's not like they're taking over the meta either, though. Just because you see this one
they're
kid.
Not, hold on, stop. They're not even taking over your round 2.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They're not taking over the meta.
It's not like they're doing much, but hey, I mean, Mimigos, man, I can't talk bad about him. We have some people that really like it.
Here's the way I see it.
Yeah, what do you think about Primites, man? Talk to me.
If you want to pick up the field spell while it's $2 or like for $2 or less, it's $2. When they get their support announced, they'll probably go up, and then you can make some money possibly.
Okay.
But I am just like, it's not that I don't like the deck. It's just I'm very hesitant on TCG exclusives.
Look at that.
But
people paying
you got
17s.
The Ultras at like 50 cents. So
17s. Look at that. 17s for a $2 card, man. They thought it was gonna be the next big thing, man. You know what I mean?
But you can get a playset of the other Ultra. Like,
no, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm gonna pick up everything. I'm gonna pick up everything. Yeah, I probably have like R9s of these.
Of Imperial Dragons. You can get a playset. It costs you more to get something cheap at fast food than for that. 'Cause we don't even have dollar menus really anymore. Spicy taco at Taco Bell is like $1.40. Boom. That's like 40 something cents. You get a playset for cheaper.
Look at that, guys. Drill beam, quick play. The dragon. Love the artwork too, by the way. So can't wait. I'm just been sitting on these. When I see them at quarters, your boy's coming in, but we'll see what happens. Then we have Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. This ultra rare is dumping down. It was, at first it was 20 bones. Feel bad for Billy Bob. Now you can get a playset essentially for $10, $11 right here. It's an ultra. It'll be a good one maybe for the long term if it doesn't get reprinted anytime soon. But Red Eyes are really not going to do much, unfortunately. But yeah, as a Red Eyes card, if you're a Red Eyes dude collector, I really like this print of this card. What do you think about Full Metal Dragon?
Honestly, this is just my opinion. But we're getting a lot of Blue Eyes support. We've gotten Exodia becoming a deck. Red Eyes might get more support. They know that it's a fan favorite
Supreme
deck.
Darkness, right? They might, right? Supreme Darkness.
It's possible.
Okay.
I won't be shocked.
How about Dark Magician? Getting support and Blue Eyes versus Dark Magician, you think, in a YCS? Yeah.
Every time we've gotten Blue Eyes support, we've gotten Dark Magician support following. I've talked about that in my videos.
All right, there you go. That's why you have to go, man. Go, hey, wrong channel. Where's this channel, man? It disappeared, man. Right here. Look at it. Right here. You got to go sub right now. You know why? Because we're upcoming to his favorite card. Look at that. This is Saki's favorite card right here. Surfacing Big Joss, what do you have to say about this one to close out
That's
the
what they
market
call-
watch?
That's what they call me when I eat. No, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Look at
Well,
that,
funny enough-
$2 Ultra. Why? This is more expensive than the Asamina cards. Why?
Yeah,
Tell
and
me.
it's
Tell me.
Honestly, a lot of people want to play Shark, and the deck
Okay.
is good.
Okay.
Actually, I'm really
Ah.
hoping the deck becomes a sleeper. That's
Okay.
also why I hate how they're giving us like Rizal and all this other shit.
Right,
Like,
right.
If we could get a meta that has less power in it,
Mm.
Sharks are fantastic.
All right.
I really do like how this deck is. It's a deck I really want to learn. I'm actually playing White Forest Runic though right now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's unfortunate because if I had more time, I'd love to play Sharks as a second deck. But the issue, I just don't have the time, guys. Like,
There we go. As an Ultra right there, man. Sharks making a play. There's always one guy that comments in your videos and my videos. I think
I
it's
love
like
him.
Daddy Shark or something. I don't even know. Like he's he's awesome. He's awesome. But yeah, $2. Yeah, I mean, I thought this would be like $1, maybe a couple of shekels, but it's holding strong. Shark players are keeping this alive, but this might curve down and dump down, crash down into the dumpster. So guys, you heard it here, man. 40 minutes of prime real estate market watch value that you saw from SAKI right here. As always, every time we collab, guys, we've been on his channel a couple of times. He swung by. Every time he swings by, he preaches the truth, the reality. He analyzes the markets. You guys want to make sure you come over here, ring that bell, subscribe. Come on now, just one click gets you in. Look at these amazing market watches. Like he said, if you watch this one right now, click in the link, the description down below.
Absolutely.
Go
If
watch
I
his
scroll a little
latest.
further down for me,
Of course.
like,
Of course.
guys, I got a lot of other openings. You guys see case openings. I live stream every Tuesday, market watches. I got tier lists as well. I'm trying to improve the channel a bit by bit, get some more equipment, because this year hasn't been as good for the channel, but it happens. It's been a pretty rough year for me, a really, really rough year in general this year for me. So
that's why we got to support, guys. We got to support. We got to subscribe, man. These algos and these channels, they always go up and down, man. They're very volatile, and every little sub, really, really counts. Over 5K for a reason, man. Over 1,000 videos for a reason. You don't want to miss out. You want to go over there and subscribe. That's my guy, SAKI. Thanks for hopping on, as always, brother. Any last words, before we get out of here?
Hey, thank you for having me on, my man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Fun fact, by the way, we took, 2 hours?
Only?
To get it done recording?
It's always a struggle. Always a struggle, man.
It
But we
really
here. We here. We provided the value. So that's my guy, SAKI. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.